Yes, my vision dream speaks true. You are the one my mistress seeks. When you're ready, the nearby cart will take you where you need to go. I carried that letter, but I wasn't permitted to read the words. Tell me, what insights did the Dread Lady share with you? You can trust me. I'm her prophet, after all. Keep your voice down. Not even her prophet is permitted to use the Dread Lady's name in casual conversation. You never know who might be listening. But yes, that is one of the names used by my mistress. Now please, tell me what she revealed to you. The Dread Lady speaks to her prophet in dreams and visions, but for this task, she actually appeared to me in the flesh. She gave me that letter and bid me deliver her message to the person in my vision. What was that message, pray tell? So that's how it's going to be, is it? All I get for my trouble is the thanks of the Dread Lady's chosen mortal? Very well, I can live with that, if I must. You better get on with my mistress's business, then. I'd hate for you to disappoint her.
interest does a Dagon cult have in this place, Flea?
Do your worst, Dremora. I'll tell you nothing.
I'll squeeze the knowledge out. Damn. I forgot how fragile mortals can be. I sense. Yes. You are the mortal I sent for, and not a moment too soon. Good. I attempted to get this Mehrunes Dagon cultist to enlighten me. He refused. I may have insisted a bit too vigorously, but it was his own fault. Technically, I am a Dremora, but yes, my origins are Daedric. I was investigating the activities of these followers of Mehrunes Dagon when I ran into an obstacle. It pains me to admit it, but this requires a mortal's touch. I need assistance. An Imperial cache lies beyond that concealed doorway. Unfortunately, the entrance has been warded to prevent anyone, including those of my kind, from passing through. I require a capable mortal to shatter the ward so we can see what's hidden inside. Take this amulet. I went to great trouble to acquire it. With it, you should be able to shatter the ward and open the hidden storehouse. We must find the secrets locked inside before the Dagonists do. The fate of your world hangs in the balance. The amulet should allow you to remove the ward so we may enter the concealed annex. I had it specifically constructed just for this purpose, but it will only function for a mortal. Hurry now. I haven't gone all day. I acquired a map from the Mehrunes Dagon cultists that indicates an Imperial cache is hidden inside. I want to reach that cache before they do, and find out what Emperor Leovic thought was important enough to hide from mortals and Daedra alike. Don't the actions of the Daedric princes, when turned in this direction, always concern the fate of this particular ball of mud? The Longhouse Emperors have protected a secret for 3 generations. A secret that involves Mehrunes Dagon. A secret guarded from mortals and Daedra alike that involves the Prince of Destruction? I do not think the threat could be any more clear if they painted us a picture. What form that threat will take, however, that is what I hope to ascertain. How remarkably narrow-minded you mortals can be. What is your definition of evil? Do I care for the lives of mortals? No. Do you care for the lives of ants that crawl beneath your feet? Our interests are aligned at this time. That should suffice. Mehrunes Dagon is one of the Daedric princes, the Lords of Oblivion. Specifically, he is the Prince of Destruction, Revolution, and Ambition. Natural disasters are his forte, though some consider him nothing more than a god of bloodshed and betrayal. Concern? I am not concerned. I am curious. Secrets intrigue me. If anyone should be concerned, little mortal, it is you. When a cult devoted to the god of destruction performs mysterious deeds upon your doorstep, there's a good chance your home will soon be engulfed in fire, devoured by earthquakes, or submerged in a raging flood. And by your home, I mean Nirn. The ward Android has fallen. Let us see what waits inside. I sense more wards ahead. Deal with them. I shall wait here. You destroyed the wards. I felt each one shatter in turn. Well done, little mortal. Now tell me, what did you find? Let me see them. A collection of apparently mundane items, at least on the surface. But look at this scroll. It not only bears the seal of the last Longhouse Emperor, it has been ensorcelled so that it cannot be unfurled or read. Interesting. Architectural plans from the looks of it, and not the mundane engineering so common to your world. No, these plans include powerful Daedric elements. Some sort of vault, obviously, strengthened and enhanced by a complex arcane matrix. Intriguing. It marks a location in Grotwood, Nay Salas, another ruin, and perhaps another annex. I'll open a portal to take you there. Keep the amulet. It retains power enough to deal with a few more wards. While you search, I shall try to read the scroll. This portal will take you to Nay Salas. Raid the caches while I deal with the ensorcelled scroll.
one more step and you get an arrow in the knee. Hey, you don't look like a cultist. Damn it all to Hermaeus Mora's nether regions! If you aren't one of the damn cultists and you aren't one of the Covenant soldiers, then what in the name of Oblivion's stinky armpit are you doing down here? Imperial caches? Really? That's funny. That's exactly what brought me here. But then I found this band of wood elves under assault by Covenant soldiers and a group of insane Daedric cultists. You positive you aren't one of the cultists? All right. The enemy of my enemy and all that. Just like in the Investigator Vale stories. I suppose I can trust you. For now. The cultists answer to some kind of Doombringer Eshel, and he's got some kind of scholar lady at his side. Farther in, I'm guessing. The cultist leader paid off the soldiers and they just let them wander on through. If you can clear a path, I'll get these wood elves out of here and then follow after you. We can meet up. I'm just a young wood elf with a good bow and a thirst for adventure. I plan to make a name for myself, and this seems like the perfect opportunity. Provided I don't get sacrificed in some stupid Daedric ceremony along the way. Cracked acorns. You established adventurers don't understand. When you're starting out, it's hard to become recognized as a real hero. But that's what I want to be. Just like in the Investigator Vale and Green Hood stories. I found a journal in Black Drake Villa, a hidden refuge of the Longhouse Emperors. It was in some kind of code, so it took me a while to figure out what it said. Well, actually, I had someone decipher it for me. Even deciphered, the journal didn't make much sense. Emperor Leovic wrote it. Lots of crazy talk about annexes around Tamriel, where he hid caches related to something he called the Emperor's Secret. I decided to investigate, so here I am. Not much. I heard a few of the cultists mention his name. Said it with a mixture of awe and respect. I think they're afraid of him. I noticed that the woman scholar stayed close to the leader's side. She was explaining the history of this place. Once I get these wood elves out of here, I'll catch up with you.
The cultists. They destroyed the ward and marched right in. This whole situation, it's gone roots up faster than a Nord eats pie. We were trying to get back to the others, avoiding the soldiers as best we could. But we ran right into the cultists. They wounded me, but I played dead. Watched the scholar lady work her magic and break the ward. I headed inside, and a wood elf slipped out of the shadows. But not one of my mates. Said her name was Everly Sharp Arrow. She made sure I wasn't bleeding too badly, and went in after the cultists. Don't shake any branches on my account. I just need a moment, and then I'll sneak out of this place. Can't say the same about my mates, though. But if you plan to help Everly and do something about those cultists, you better get a move on.
Hey, over here! You need to see this! What took you so long? Never mind, never mind. Look down there. That's the cult leader and the scholar lady I told you about. And that must be the Imperial cache. What can I say? I'm as fast as a leaf on the wind and silent as a shadow. I suggest we take different paths to that chamber, just in case. I'll meet you down there. Last one to put an arrow in the cultist is a sour gore apple. That's an odd question. I was hired to find another book at Black Drake Villa and came across the journal. I was curious and I had some time, so I had the journal deciphered. Turned out to be a lot of ramblings. Emperor Leovic was either crazy or desperate. The coded message had that sort of air about it. But yes, he alluded to some end-of-the-world level stuff along with the rest of his crazy. I came here to see if there was any truth to the danger, to go along with his obvious delusions.
We must recover the Daedric weapons, Petticoat. Bring me the contents of that cache as soon as you have them.
I will not fail, Doombringer. All I know is down finish my work. This
Let disaster rain upon you, fool!
Creepy cult lady. My arrows always strike true. Can you open that? Hang on, let me try. Hey, that actually worked! Look out, Daedra!
Lower your weapon, Elf. I'll confer with the other mortal after they search the cache.
What did you find? Anything interesting in there? Well, what was inside the cache? Have we finally discovered the secret of the Longhouse Emperors? Let me take a look. Yeah, that's a code, all right. Imperial. Just like in the journal I found at Black Drake Villa. I know someone who can decipher this. He helped me with the journal. I'm sure I can get him to translate this scroll, too. Not far from here, just outside Eldenroot. Just look for the camp with all the books in it. I'll meet you there. Let's just say I've known him for a very long time, and I trust him with my life. Like I said, he translated the journal I found. The one written by Emperor Leovic that led me here. Tell me why we should trust that Daedra lady, though. All right, if you say so. I suppose if she's willing to help, we have to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch her like a hawk, though. You never count your seeds before they sprout, my great-aunt Laurel always said.
Now that you've satisfied the Wood Elf's curiosity, it's time to satisfy mine. Show me what the cache contained, little mortal. We already knew this concerned Emperor Leovic, and I cannot read those coded words. As much as this mystery intrigues me, it has also begun to bore me. If we don't solve some piece of the puzzle soon, I may just look elsewhere for entertainment. The fate of your world, little mortal, not mine. But do not fear. The mortal realm has always amused me. I will aid you as I can, provided such efforts continue to benefit me as well. Alas, I cannot help decipher the Emperor's code. So, the Wood Elf is useful after all. Interesting. I will open a portal to this Elden route to expedite your journey. When the opportunity presents itself, ask the Wood Elf how she was able to break that ward. I sense something powerful. Not yet, but I have my finest Banekin working on it even as we speak. Go, little mortal. Solve the mysteries before you while I ponder the various clues we've pulled together. I will find you when one of us has something new to report. This portal shall take you to Elden Root. Do not dally. I sense there's more to this mystery than the politics of emperors.
Friend, meet Baragon. Baragon, this is my friend. We've got a scroll to show you.
Evely says you have something for me to look at. Let me take a look. Imperial, all right. Specifically, this is Emperor Leovic's personal code. Luckily, I know it well. Unfortunately, I don't have Leovic's signet ring. Without that, I can't decipher the code. You have a signet ring? Why, yes, this does appear to be Emperor Leovic's. At least it's one of them. He certainly loved his jewelry. So first that journal that Evely brought me, and now this. What have you and my sister gotten into this time? My younger sister, yes. I used to regale her with stories of my adventures, back before I became a scribe in Emperor Morikar's court. I worked for both him and his son Leovic. Evely says I sling words the way she looses arrows, fast and on target. Technically, I was an adventurer, then a scribe. Turned out I preferred ink and parchment to danger and daring do. Unfortunately, I think I put the wrong ideas into little Evely's head. Anyway, the scroll's over there, deciphered and everything.
Well, what did the scroll say? Do we finally know the Emperor's secret? Varl Lupus? He hired me to investigate Black Drake Villa. But why is the word ambitions capitalized? It must mean something special. Thanks for helping me. Here, take part of what Lupus already paid me. There's more if you come with me to Riften. The deciphered document. It mentions the person who hired me, Varl Lupus. Could he really be Emperor Leovic's steward? I guess it's possible. Anyway, I'm supposed to bring this book I recovered to him. Well, to his contact in Riften, anyway. Varl Lupus sent me to retrieve the book from Black Drake Villa, one of the Longhouse Emperor's hidden retreats. I found it and a journal, the one that led me to Nasalis. It's a strange old tome. I can't read any of the words, if they are words. It's written in a language I've never seen before. Looking at the pages makes my eyes hurt, and just carrying it around, it's kind of uncomfortable. Will you come with me to Riften? I want to deliver the book and be done with this business. I never actually met with Varl Lupus directly. Everything was done through an intermediary, a mage named Renna. We can find her at the Mages Guild Hall in Riften. My brother has a cart we can use to make the journey, or I can just meet you there. Before we found the document my brother deciphered for us, I assumed he was a scholar or a book collector or something. I had no idea he was the steward of the last Longhouse Emperor. We never met, just exchanged letters until he sent me to Renna. Renna's some kind of mage. She gave me the final instructions for my mission to the villa and handed over the gold. Well, the first payment. I'm promised more when I deliver the book. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get a fair share of the reward.
Hold! I was sent for you!
Hey friend, over here! You made it! I'm glad you're here. I wasn't looking forward to facing Renna alone. Not after what we found out. Yeah, I spotted her in the main hall. Look, I've been thinking. Since Varl Lupus and Renna weren't totally honest with me, I might as well use an intermediary of my own. Plus, something's not right about all this. Will you talk to Renna for me? I'm not sure, but I want to keep watch. I've had the feeling that someone's been following me since I arrived in Riften. I might be acting like a cracked acorn, but better safe than sorry, right?
Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Evely? She found Varl's book? Oh, that's wonderful news. But why is Evely standing way over there? And why are you talking to me instead of her? What's this all about, stranger? Not completely honest. Just what are you implying? Is Evely attempting to change the terms of our deal? Varl offered a fair price for what he asked her to do. Quiet! If certain ears heard those words, our lives wouldn't be worth a hawker's blister. I suppose it's time for Evely to meet Varl. We have a house here in Riften, around the corner from the bank. Just knock 2 times or he won't respond.
Gonna gut him when I find him.
sound good. Hurry, let's get inside. No! Oh, Renna. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Farrell! I told him to forget about the past, but did he listen? No! You know about that? Maybe. Probably. Farrell never told me a lot about his time serving the Emperor, but I knew it was on his mind recently. That's why he hired Evely. He said he wanted to make things right. A sheet of... Oh, gods. That's a sign of the Dark Brotherhood. They assassinated my poor Farrell, and all because of something that should have stayed buried with the damn Longhouse Emperors. Then I guess you've reached a dead end. Farrell never told me much, just that he needed the book he sent Evely to find. That he had to correct a terrible mistake. He also mentioned that Leovic told him things, but he never got into specifics. I don't care about the book. I want nothing to do with it. If the Dark Brotherhood thinks I know anything, they'll come after me. And you as well. You should forget about Farrell and Leovic and that book. Forget about them and go far, far away. You know, things. State secrets, I suppose. Hidden dreams, wild desires. Farrell helped raise the Emperor. They were close. Or as close as the most powerful man in the world and his steward can be. Once, Farrell mentioned another secret. Ambitions. No, I don't recall any mention of that. Farrell didn't say much, just referred to something as the secret of the Longhouse Emperors. I got the feeling it had something to do with Daedra worship, and some sort of weapons. That's all I know.
Come on, let's talk outside. I'll meet you out back under the dock. What do you think? Did the Dark Brotherhood really assassinate Farrell Lupus? Is this book he sent me to retrieve really that important? I'm not sure what we should do next, so if you have any ideas, I can't wait to hear them. That about sums it up. Plus the dreams I've been having. Ever since I found that book, I've been having the most strange and disturbing dreams. Nothing specific. I'm always someplace. A forest, a town. Then the ground starts to shake or fire erupts all around me. Once the place was flooded by a deluge of water. And there are always 4 animals watching from a nearby hill. A huge boar, a fox, and a pair of identical rams. Weird, huh? You know, I'm attributing the dreams to the book, but it could be something I ate. My diet has been all over the place these past few weeks. Oh, great. The scary Daedra lady is back.
Flattery and cuteness will get you nowhere, Elf. Come, little mortal. I have information. Say thank you, little mortal. I have read the ensorcelled scroll, and I know where we need to go next on our quest to learn Leovic's secret. Unless, that is, you and the elf discovered something in the coded documents. The assassins who follow Mephala? Or are they the ones who serve the Void? No matter. My information actually concerns the secret we seek to uncover. According to the ensorcelled scroll, there is another cache annex beneath the Imperial City. Yes, hidden in the Imperial sewers. I will open a portal that will get you close to the Annex, but you will need to deal with the wards. For all their reverence of the Daedra, these Longhouse Emperors certainly went out of their way to keep us out. Oh, not me, little mortal. I have no intention of slogging through the muck and the sludge, when you are more than capable of handling that. I shall catch up to you after you have dealt with the wards. Go on now, and take the Wood Elf with you.
Another portal? Don't Daedra have flying horses or something? These are the Imperial sewers. Fancy. Looks like the Order of the Waking Flame got here first. Damn! Ward's down. Cultists must be inside. Go slow. Let's not alert the cultists until absolutely necessary. Look! A cache! And it's still warded! The Longhouse Emperors really did it. They made a deal with Mehrunes Dagon. Emperor Leovic wrote that, but it's not in code. If those counselors know the secret, their lives are in danger.
Blood for Lord Dagon!
The cult's trying to contact Mehrunes Dagon. Let's find that shrine.
Mehrunes Dagon, show me where to find your 4 ambitions.
Step through the portal and prove your worth to the Lord of Fire and Flood.
That cracked acorn is stepping into oblivion?
You honor me, Lord Dagon.
I don't believe it. think he named this place the Deadlands? Oh, looks more like the really hot ones to me. Eat arrows, you rotters!
I gave the mortals everything they requested, and yet we come to
Your acolyte, the leader of our order. He sent me to find the four ambition codes.
My arrows will make short work of the cultists. I'm not too sure of it. It might sting a bit. What do you think of these acorns?
The leader of the Waking Flame sent me to finish what the Black Drake started.
I have invested a significant amount of effort into the four ambitions.
Try some of these, war kisses. This might sting a bit.
And yet, the ambitions have been misplaced, and the bargain struck remains unfulfilled.
Then command me, Lord Dagon. I shall do whatever you ask. Arise, Kraskoth! Destroy
You want my ambitions? Then prove your worth and destroy the intruders.
Lord Dagon, Prince of Destruction! Lend us your strength! Then face me directly, unbelievers!
What do you think of these acorns?
You bested my follower, mortals. So I shall permit you to leave my realm with your lives. Step through the portal and be gone.
A portal from Oblivion? And you, little mortal, emerging with hardly a scratch? Come, tell me everything. You never cease to intrigue me, little mortal. Is that the distinct scent of Mehrunes Dagon and the Deadlands that lingers about you like a cloud of flesh flies? Never mind about that. Tell me what you learned and how you ended up in Dagon's realm. Yes. The Order of the Waking Flame has been particularly persistent in trying to run down this secret for themselves. Speaking of which, did you learn any more about Leovik's secret? Interesting. I recall something about that. The mortal who went on to become the first of the Longhouse Emperors attempted to make deals with a number of the Daedric princes, my own lord included. Any indication about the terms of this bargain? Well, little mortal, your course is clear. We have barely plumbed the depths of this mystery. You must find the people on this list and discover the truth of the 4 ambitions. Meanwhile, I have other avenues to explore.
Now that the scary Daedra lady is gone, let's talk. That was kind of exciting. I've never been to any part of Oblivion before. A lot of it felt familiar, though, like places I've seen in my dreams lately. Anyway, thanks to everything we learned, I know exactly what needs to happen next. We need to find the people on that list. Warn them about the Dark Brotherhood. See what they can tell us about the ambitions. And what I should do with this book. Hey, thanks, by the way. I never got the rest of my pay, but I can spare this for now. I'll start the search in Leywin. That's where Chief Counselor Lovidicus was, last I heard. Think he's helping to govern the city or something. Once I get the lay of the land, I'll send word to you. You know, in case you still want to help and all. I think so. This all started when Varl Lupus sent me to find this book, and that put me on the trail of Emperor Leovic's secret. Now we know that the secret concerns a deal made with Mehrunes Dagon and something called the 4 Ambitions. Well, we know the Dark Brotherhood murdered Varl Lupus, who turned out to be the Emperor's steward. And we know that the Waking Flame are Dagonists seeking the Ambitions. In Leovic's notes, the Ambitions were described as some sort of weapons. Yeah, not sure how I feel about the scary Daedra lady, but her ominous warning makes my leaves shudder. If Mehrunes Dagon has his sights set on Tamriel, we're in for all sorts of disasters. Whatever the Longhouse Emperor's promised, it can't be good.